bitch.
Corvette, Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like jet. Him and that like that. They were like, Pop, why you all like that? Why you talk like that? Why you all like that?
What's up, you guys? I'm King Luko, and I'm gonna show you guys how I recorded Poppahunna's Corvette Corvette right here at the #1 place to be, HMG Studios, baby.
I'm off at 80, I'm up. I don't got no time to relax. I turn a 2 to a 4, and I turn a 5 to a stack.
So the first two things I like to do when I'm recording, I like to check for clarity. I like to make sure that the artist is as comfortable as possible. From there, I set my tempo, and after I set my tempo, I set auto-tune. For Popp's Corvette Corvette, I set the retune speed on auto-tune at about 20. I set the humanizer at about 82. After that, in my vocal channel, the first thing in my vocal channel is a waves R compressor. I have light compression going on, and the attack and the release is set to about as medium. After that, the next thing in my vocal channel is an EQ7 band. I use my EQ7 band to remove all the low end, cut out a little bit of the mud, and add presence to his vocals. The next thing in my vocal channel is a de-esser. I heard a little bit of sibilance around 4K, so I set my de-esser to about 4100, and I immediately removed that sibilance. The next thing in my vocal channel is the SSL E-channel equalizer, and I use this plugin specifically to add presence to the vocals. After I use my SSL E-channel equalizer, I use my CLA 2A compressor. I really love this compressor because it has a specific tonality that I like, and it really makes those vocals firm against the beat. The next thing in my channel is a RVox. I use the RVox for one reason and one reason only: turn up the vocals. Once you add that RVox on there and bring down the compression, the vocals will immediately increase. The next thing I have in my channel is a Hall reverb. The next thing is an H delay, 1/4 H delay, and a 1/2 H delay. I use the drop down technique in Pro Tools, so on my lead channel, I have an additional auto-tune. That additional auto-tune, the retune speed is actually reduced to about 88, just to add, a little extra effect to the vocals. The next thing after that auto-tune, that additional auto-tune, is a Plug Child 660. I use my Plug Child 660 to do one thing, and that is to make my vocals tighter. If vocals are riding up and down in the beat, the Plug Child 660 will immediately firm it up. The next thing on the vocal channel was his ad-libs. Pop did his ad-libs after that, and what I used on his ad-libs were two things. It was a Valhalla vintage verb. I bring the mix to about 14 and the pre-delay to about 20, and I used it in concert hall mode. The next thing I used was a SSL E-channel equalizer again, and on that SSL, I actually used the stock preset that they have on the SSL E-channel, and I used the backing vocals for the backing vocals. So let me tell you guys how I got my start. About 3 to 4 years ago, I decided that I was going to fully indulge myself in music. Through doing that, I set myself and funded myself through recording engineer school. While I was in recording engineer school, your boy was Hustler of the Year. From being Hustler of the Year, I created a really great, knit-tight relationship with my still friend today, best friend at that, Hey Fleeks, Aaron Fleeks. So Aaron Fleeks had a really great friend named Javon Dawkins. He owns a studio out here in California. Towards the end of my semester in school, I had about 2 internships that I was doing. As soon as I graduated, I was blessed and got the opportunity to come and intern for Javon Dawkins here at HMG Studios in California. So, I packed up my bags from Houston and moved out to LA.
Jet like that. I was too high and I had jet lag. And they say, Uzi, why you talk like that? Why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? Wait, did I swag is too easy? I said she.
Hey, shout out my boy Poppahunna for recording this Billboard #1 record right here at HMG Studios.